So, welcome to another Grim Dawn build. This is a request from somebody who saw another video of mine where I showed a little bit of this build. It is my Pyromancer build, which is a Demolitionist and Occultist. This is very much an experimental build and came about when I found an epic rare chest armor called Gunslinger's Jacket, which grants you a passive called Gunslinger, which allows you to dual wield 2 ranged weapons. In this case, I will be using handguns. So the Gunslinger's Jacket is equipable at level 20. Soon after I found this, I also found a few pieces of the set Marauder's Justice, one of which is the belt. The belt has a property called Marauder's Salvo, which is exactly the same as the Gunslinger passive, which allows you to dual wield ranged weapons.
Can't do that yet. do that yet. Out of energy.
So down to the skills. Obviously I'll be using Fire Strike. This will be enhanced by the fact that I'm shooting two guns at the same time, so quick succession of attacks. Explosive Strike, which is the next pip along down the line, just enhances the fact that I'm using two guns, so increasing my damage by 30% on my main hand and offhand, as well as providing some burn damage, which is always good. Next along is Static Strike. Now I haven't maxed this one out yet, but it's something to do for the future. This does lightning damage. It's rubbish lightning damage, but it's there. And also does 26% extra fire damage. Again, Very good. Then we have Brimstone. Now, I've probably put too many points into Brimstone and should have put more into Static Strike. I can always do that later. But this does more fire damage, does a bit of chaos damage, but more importantly, fragments the shell. Now, the fragmentation is essential because this will help with AoE damage, and that's great because shooting is very finite, but this will help you disperse big crowds. Now again, this is an experimental build, so I've gone 1 point into Stunjacks. Now this is just to stun the target. It has such a poor diminishing return based on points that I wouldn't bother putting more than 1 into it. Next we have Concussive Bomb. Now this fragments into 6 to 8 pieces, which is great for AoE. Does a bit of pierce, fire and burn damage. We'll be using this with the Concussive Bomb skill, which comes off of that. And this has a chance to stun, and it's a 33% chance, so it's pretty good. But it also has a modifier on the damage, which is -10. I wouldn't put any more than 1 into this personally. Again, experimental build, but I like a bit of damage. Next along down the line is Improved Casing. Now this gives you an additional 10% fire damage, which will just basically mean Canister Bomb does more damage. Then we have Mortar Trap. This really is, again, another skill where I wouldn't put a great deal of points into it. It does build up fire damage over time, but with heavy ordnance and the big one, you can actually get good AoE and stunning damage. So it will stun and damage the foes. But yeah, again, it's just a trap. Now onto the occultist skills. And first of all, Curse of Frailty. Now, I don't really care about the physical or bleed, as I won't be doing physical or bleed damage so much. But I do care about the next pip along the line, which is Vulnerability. Now, this will decrease the elemental resistance of the enemies. Now, primarily, I'll be doing fire damage, and if I can reduce their resistance to that, all the better to damage them. Now, I have gone for Summon Familiar. In this case, it's just the little crow that flies around, and I wanted to see how much the second Mend Flesh would actually heal me for, but it seems to have a poor return for points. But I was kind of sticking with it. On the devotion chart side of things, I've gone for the Imp for more fire damage, a little of resist, and also a bit of ether damage, which doesn't hurt. A bit of dot damage on each opponent. And I've also gone for the Flamingo again for resist and a little bit more elemental damage. So this is at level 40, and this is where I've got to and where I would put the points. Maybe I've shuffle a couple here and there, but essentially that's what I would do. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments below.